Right, good morning from Marrakesh. It's Sunday the 25th of October. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Just have a quick look round so you've got an idea of what you're going to get when you get here. It's a really lovely resort, lovely people. We've enjoyed our time here. As you can see here, the main pool is absolutely massive. Not an island in the middle, but a walkway up to it. You spin around here. It's the main sort of like seating terrace area, sort of like for your breakfast and stuff. It's been a really nice holiday. Quickly nip into the main restaurant, but I don't want to film anybody, it's not fair. But just to show you, absolutely massive. Loads of seating area, modern, absolutely spotlessly clean. The main service area over there, usual fare. Loads of spaces to sit. Loads of lovely staff in the morning. But there we go, we must get sick of people pointing cameras in their faces, so I won't be one of them. Two main bars, you've got the pool bar there, and obviously if you come around here there's a little lighting rig and stuff, and you might have a guitarist or something, or the animation team doing something of an evening. And as I say, sort of like you've got that island in the middle, water goes around the other side, there's volleyball nets, and you come around there, and that building in the distance there is the other bar. Next to it is the animation hut where you get your towels from. There's toilets there. And so as I pan around here to the main terrace, just go straight forward here, there's a set of toilets there, all modern, all clean. The whole place was refurbished a couple of years ago, and considering we're in the middle of a global pandemic still, I think they do absolutely brilliantly. You can't knock them at all. Yeah, so as I say, there's this sort of like the other side of that pool, just to show it's not an island, it's just a little peninsula. But there is tons of space here. You're always going to get a few towels down, but it's a bit of a queer time at the moment, and as we wander around I'll just date stamp it and tell you what's going on. But so here, just off the main pool, little building you can see through the trees there, is the Kiddies Club. There we go. Right then, I'll just have a quick walk around the grounds. With no edits or anything like that, I'll just try and throw in a bit of information as we go round. But this is the view I get every morning. I'm like a little fountain. Sorry about the sun, but there we go. Wouldn't be without it. So we just walk around. I'll try and keep it steady as possible, just to give you an idea of what we thought here. You're about 4 miles outside the middle of Marrakesh. They've got a minibus that not a minibus, it's a coach, but it's a shuttle service that runs about 6 times during the day. It's free, drops you off just at the top of the souk and picks you up. So you pick your time to leave, you pick your time to come back, and as I say, totally free, so it's absolutely lovely service. So they give you an idea of sort of like the flora and fauna here. It's all man-made, but you know, it's very pleasant to look at, isn't it? Let's face it. Right, that's the outside of the restaurant, and then just walking around the main block. I mean, we're in block 1000, which is actually nearest the main building, and we asked for that because the wife's a blue badge holder, so it's a big old complex, so that helps. There we go, absolutely beautiful. If you consider sort of like how little tourism we've had this year, the upkeep of the place is absolutely phenomenal. Right, give you an idea of sort of like this is just everywhere. The flora and fauna are absolutely beautiful. And just here, sort of you actually get sort of the redness of the sun. It's a lovely place to come if you want to take some photos of an evening. It's really beautiful. Food here is absolutely fine. My wife's celiac, so we bring some stuff with us. You can always ask the chef in the restaurant, and he'll tell you what's gluten-free and what isn't. They made us some gluten-free pizzas. We brought the flour with us. They were absolutely delicious, but oddly enough, we travel the world with a George Foreman grill just because of cross-contamination. We make our own food really for the wife, paninis and toasted sandwiches and things like that. Because otherwise, everywhere in the world, you wouldn't be able to get any snack food. You'd just be sort of gorging at mealtime and then, feast and famine, so that's no good. Right, this little block here in front of us is an indoor swimming pool, which is about 20 metres long, and there's a gym next to it. Yeah, unfortunately, the pool doesn't open until 10. I think the gym opens at 9, and I think it's a situation of sort of like the sheer cost of manning it. You can't have people in an indoor pool unsupervised, otherwise at some point someone's going to bang their head and you end up with a dead body. So even though it's infuriating, because I'd be in there now, totally understandable. They can't, it can't be one-to-one, one staff member to sort of like every tourist. You've just got to just see both sides of it, that you can't have it all your own way. It's a bit of a shame, but oh well, But during the day, it's a nice calm swim in there. If you want to teach your kids to swim, why not go in there? Right, I'll have a little wander up towards the main entrance. So the situation is, we've got to do our passenger locator forms today to go back to the UK. Obviously, we've got to have a day 2 test, which we paid for. We travelled with TUI, so it was only £20 to bang that test onto the cost of the holiday. Basically, this is when the Moroccan government have shut the airports to incoming flights. I think it's from Belgium, Germany and the UK. So the other entrance to the main restaurant, and as I say, we've been up in the air a bit this week as to sort of like, are we going to get our full holiday? How are we going to get home? And there's all sorts of rumours, but the Moroccan government's relented in this. They're allowing TUI to send their flights over to pick us up, so they're actually having to send us an empty aeroplane on Monday to come and get us, but we're going home at the usual time. Not much else has changed. I'm going back to doing my passenger locator form in a minute, lucky me, and we'll be leaving tomorrow at 6 o'clock. There's absolutely loads of outdoor seating. There's absolutely tons of space. If you want to go and find somewhere to sort of like nestle up, then this is the place for you. I mean, we've had 35-degree heat for most of the time we've been here. It's been a bit of a heat wave, but we're back down to sort of like 26 or 27 today. And seeing as we're at the end of October, I think you take that on most holiday destinations, really, especially one which is like, for most of the UK, is 3-ish hours straight down. So there we go. Oh well, there are people in the gym. I don't really know what the hours are, but next to it, if you pan round, there's the spa where you get sort of like all the usual facials and get your hair cut, get your toes chopped off, whatever you want to do. And then just have a look at the grounds that we're setting around here. Beer's all right. I think the only branded spirits you'll have is sort of like Cinzano and things like that, and pastis. The rest of it is your all-inclusive. Well, it looks the right colour, but prepare your tongue for the taste. Sort of all-inclusive spirits. It's Fanta and stuff like that, and Coke. The only diet drink is Diet Coke. What we tend to do on holiday is we just buy the squirty squashes that you get from like Home Bargains or Asda or something like that. Order soda water and just put a squirt of that in, so you get diet drinks all around the world. Just a little travel tip there. Right, wander up to the main reception area, which I think is absolutely beautiful. We come here and sit of an evening. We're both 55, reasonably active, but the days of animation teams and sort of like watching people embarrass themselves on stage, maybe gone from us a little bit. Right then, the main reception area. There's one of the speciality restaurants which they'll open depending on occupancy, but obviously if you haven't got enough people here, you can't do it. You can only open one restaurant. Absolutely beautiful in here. We come and sit here of an evening. Very colonial sort of thing. It's a real sort of like stunner when you walk through here. The hotel itself is all level and finished surfaces, so it's really, really good if you've got somebody who's in a wheelchair. This is a really good place for them. Ramps into the pool and stuff like that. And I mean, there's the quality of the toilet facilities sort of like available to people. And the facilities by the pool as well are all ramps and stuff like that. So yeah, recommend. So this is where we come and sit for an evening. Absolutely wonderful. We come in here and nice soft sofas and carpets. We sneakily take our shoes off and have a taste of home by walking on the carpet. There we go. Let's have a quick wander out. There you go, take your face mask off, because face masks are still compulsory in the indoor areas here. They're very hot on it. They're very hot on everything, I suppose. That's why they have banned direct flights from the UK, because we're, I don't know, the hot spot for viral infection in Europe. Right, I just walked out of the complex. I'll show you more of the reception area in a minute, but they've emptied the water feature and the guy was just starting to hoover it out to clean it out, because obviously sort of like their tourism has just gone to the wall really for now. But here we go. Right, just quickly come out of the main block, turn right, and that's the road to Marrakesh. See where you can see the petrol station down there on the right. About the same distance further down on the left hand side is a cash and carry. They allow you to go in there. And on this side of the road there's also a pharmacy if you need anything. It's Sunday, so it's not that busy, but getting across that road is like a game of human frogger. It's not the best. So literally it's just off the main road. You can see somebody normally with sort of like camel rides, but I think everybody realises it's more or less game over. Yeah, for the tourist season for everybody, obviously you get a couple of taxis outside the hotel. I've always used the reception staff, because obviously they'll ring their friends and family and you'll get 100% service. Yeah, 24-hour security here. We've got the magic wristband, so no. Right, there you go, that's the view from the outside. Obviously we'll just walk back and see if he's stopped hoovering the water feature. But yeah, I mean, just look at this. It's sort of like right up together. Everything's just sort of like been so well organised and taken care of over the years. It doesn't just disappear overnight. I just feel really sorry for the people. You know, they rely on tourism and it's just been whipped away from them through no fault of their own country, just through the, well, inaptitude of the ones who've got the money. Sad really, but hey-oh. Yeah, as I say, it's about 8ish in the morning. It's probably knocking about 16, 17 degrees. Went through it to Marrakesh a couple of times. You can go down to the souk. We got completely lost. We're absolutely knackered and harassed, and we had to pay somebody £1.50 to show us the way out. Sometimes, you know, pride comes before a fall. We were absolutely boiling. Back to the main entrance, and obviously you can see the sun's really low in the ground. I'll just put my face back on. There we go. Morning, Salam.
Morning, sir.
So, give you a better idea here. So, yeah, as I say, Bizarrely's finished hoovering out the water feature, which is absolutely beautiful. The water like bubbles over the top of it, and they have that chandelier lit up. Cash machine over here. Your Visa cards and stuff like that. The rate of exchange in this country from the reception is pretty good. If you're going to change large amounts, you can't avoid it. This machine will charge you about £2.60 transaction fee no matter what card you use. So if you're going to use anything over say 50 quid, it's cheaper to take it out of that machine. Anything under 50 quid, do it from reception. Right, walk through to the main bar. I mean, look at this massive space that you've got here. I mean, that's one of the things you're paying your money for here, really, is the fact that sort of like you're going to be comfortable. There's no two ways about it. So I just have a little walk in at the main bar. I'll take my mask off because nobody about. Yeah, obviously mask police are sort of like still in bed this morning. As I say, sort of like the spirits here are just standard fare. I mean, if you want something, bring your own. It's a dry country. You can't buy anything when you're here. We got, what was it, a litre of gin and a litre of spiced rum in Manchester Airport. It was about 40 quid because it's the speciality gin. And then you just have a little bottle, just take it out with you if that's what you fancy. But, I mean, you can imagine in here in an evening, it's just absolutely lovely. Sort of like got a really nice atmosphere, and depends whether you're a smoker, I suppose. Having so much space inside a building is such a bonus, you know. It's like you get like half a dozen smokers having a smoking holiday. It's like not the best, really. But the staff are really friendly here, you know. They'll do absolutely anything for you. So before you moan, why not just ask? Right, there's a few peeps at the reception area. We actually went through to CASABLANCA, which isn't for the faint-hearted. It's not a touristy place. It's about 30 quid return on the train with taxis, I suppose. Probably, all in all, it was only about sort of like 100 quid between us, which is now really. Went to the Mall of Morocco and then walked back up along the Corniche, had some lunch, and yeah, really, really enjoyed it. But it's not a touristy day out, it's just more of a sort of like, I've been to Casablanca, really. So there's your busy reception staff. As I say, when we've had taxis, we haven't really needed them that often. Just when we went out to go hot air ballooning, we got them to organise it beforehand for us. But yeah, they've been absolutely wonderful. We haven't really done anything apart from that. We went out hot air ballooning. I'll leave the name of the company down below. They're the oldest and the best, and what a wonderful experience. But loads and loads of other sort of like trips and stuff available. All the usual sort of like camel related activities and having breakfast in a tent, that sort of thing. But yeah, really enjoyed it here. Yeah, we wandered down at the local cash and carry. Not much to buy. Everything's provided here, but we just like ice cold milk. My wife's celiac, so we bring breakfast cereal, and she'll have it any time of day as a snack. You know, but those things aren't available over here. We also bought some fresh orange juice just to have in the room, which is our own sort of like little indulgence on holiday. But also we bought some 1 litre bottles of Diet Coke, just so you're not ferrying backwards and forwards getting stuff from the bar. So there we go. Let's have a little wander out again. As I say, the quality of the fixtures and fittings is just absolutely out of this world. It's the sort of money you're paying. I think you're getting an awful lot back. But no, just a nice space to relax in. That's what we appreciate. A cup of tea and maybe a glass of beer or two. As you can see, that's the main toilets of the atrium, and just everything here just gets cleaned all the time. I wouldn't want to eat meat for dinner off the floor, but I'm sure you could. Right then, so back out of the main lobby area. You know, well, sunshine, what can you say? Sunday morning, nice and bright, and the sound of the birds in the background. Have a little walk back to our room. I'll take it slowly and hopefully steady, and bore the world with a few other bits and pieces. The beds are hard. We got a mattress topper put on top of our mattress topper, but then we found some big blankets in the cupboard and we just rammed them underneath. So we've been absolutely fine. There's not much problem getting sort of like a sunbed roughly where you want it. You get the usual antics around the world of sunbed saving and then not getting used. Predominantly, I'd say, is sort of like you've got French, German and British, probably 50% British, and then 20% German, 30% French. Nice little mix. If you know a little bit of French, always helps. Or always surprises the stuck-up Parisians. But if not, all the staff speak English, and they're all just sort of like, they are really, really good fun. Yeah, looking at the cost of living in Morocco, a lot of the prices are comparable to England, like as in if you're doing your grocery shopping and things like that. So really, it is quite expensive for the locals to live, if they wanted to sort of buy what we want to buy, because obviously sort of they're earning sort of like a very, very small percentage of what we are. So look, there's somebody sort of like waving in the distance there. Could the wife actually have got out of bed? I don't know whether she wants to be on camera, like, but just wait and see. Yeah. Mrs. Muppet's got out of bed. Who'd have thought that? Bonjour, mon chéri. Right, the world's waking up, so we're just going to walk back to our room. I'll ask Mrs. Moo here if she what she thinks of their time. What's your favourite bit of this then, love?
Sitting around the pool, just lazing there. I think going up in the air balloon was my most favourite thing.
Yeah, well, that's not really sort of like part of the all-inclusive package, is it? Let's face it.
No, but the food's been gorgeous, the people are amazing, the room is massive and it's fantastic.
Well, we'll walk down there. It's an absolute mess because we're, as I say, we're leaving tomorrow, and it's been very uncertain as to sort of like whether we're staying or going or whatever. So you've got half living out of suitcases, which we do anywhere on holiday, you know. It's not about keeping a tidy room, as you'll probably see in a second. But there we go.
And I have just walked off.
Yeah. No, it's done well, love. It's done well. Yeah, what lovely views for a morning stroll.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, you've only got the little cups here. We bring our own travel cups to put hot drinks in. We've got some big sort of like half-litre insulated cups, which we got from Asda years ago, which are absolutely fabulous. They don't have straws here, so if you want to get some of the reusable straws, we bought some a couple of years ago. They're great, aren't they?
They're fab, yeah. Couldn't live without them now.
Yeah. What would I say? We take, bizarrely enough, a little bottle of fudge sauce, of toffee sauce, with us anywhere in the world, which is good for pancakes, or if you mix it in with any yoghurt in the world, it suddenly becomes muller. It's quite nice.
Delicious.
Ketchup's rubbish here, so if you want to bring some of that, bring some of that. Or buy some when you're here. And, they've got mayonnaise, but you only just about recognise it as mayonnaise, I suppose. But there we go. It's a much bigger complex. I mean, we've just shown you the bit that we use. We've got the tennis courts, you've got like five-a-side, you've got all sorts. People have been seen with badminton rackets and table tennis bats, but they certainly weren't us. So we'll just walk across to our room then. I'm looking quite tall this morning. Right, we'll just walk round to what is sort of like our patio area, and then just quickly walk into our room. Then we'll wander off and have a bit of breakfast. And I'll upload this to YouTube. If it's been of any help, I'm glad. But please don't judge us on the state of the room, because we don't know up from down at the moment, but I'm a messy bugger anyhow. Right then, so we're deafened by the birds. This is our little bolt hole that we've had for 2 weeks. Our little washing line. I will say that sort of like the shower gel that I use is absolutely brilliant for hand washing. Even gets bits of ice cream stains out of it. So let's have a quick look in the room. So here we go. Got a little mini fridge. We just take a power strip with us. We can get Wi-Fi from here, but you can actually pay for sort of Wi-Fi to be piped into your room. They're absolutely massive area, you know. I mean, you've got like the sofas and tables and things like that. 2 sort of like beds pushed together, so you can have one huge bed. We've got some teddy bears there and a wife there. Hello, wife. Hello. Formerly known as Mrs. Muppet. Nice big telly on the wall. If you bring some MP3, you can use that as a music player. Sockets in the back. The HDMI as well, so if you want to output into there, you're fine. So say we take a little George Foreman grill with us, but that's through necessity. So yeah, nice little room tour. Absolutely tons of space. Got the usual little electric safe in there. Let's have a look, walk through here. Separate toilet and bathroom. Massive big shower area. It's a little aircon unit, just about keeps up with things. So if you leave that running for your time here, and then if you actually want to cool the place down, put the ceiling fan on as well. But that's about it. Would we come back? Yeah, we'd come back here. But where we live in the northeast of England, we've got to go down to Manchester to fly to Morocco. So if the world flattens out a bit, it's easier for us and to go to Egypt. So yeah, would recommend it. It's worth it. Lovely people. Why not?